Whoa, hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. What's down with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Your boy D-Long Way tuned back in with another edition of the Order TV. Overreaction Monday. Oh yeah, we got it popping for these few minutes, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get it. I'm gonna just get straight to it. I'm so heartbroken over Sunday's games. You know what I'm saying? Including my Lakers losing to the Hawks with Ice Trey putting a freezing touch on the Lakers' chances of beating them in that game. And let me just start with the conference championships. You know what I'm saying? Most of this is gonna be surface level, just to give y'all a heads up. So I'm not finna cut too deep with all this right now, cause my head really ain't really been in sports over the last several weeks. But I've been tuned in and out. You know what I'm saying? But yesterday I got to zoom in. On the NFC Championship game. Mainly the fourth quarter. I was watching the third quarter here and there. But I care about the part of the game that matters most, that fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? And I understood by the numbers what was happening throughout the game. Throughout the Rams and 49ers game I'm referring to. And man. I'm disappointed in Kyle Shanahan play calling late in the game. I'm disappointed in missed opportunities on the defensive end and offensive end. I'm disappointed. Because that was supposed to be us meeting the Bengals in the Super Bowl. We really wanted the Chiefs, but we didn't even win our game. So now on Monday, that doesn't even matter. But it could have been a rematch between the Niners-Bengals. I was definitely looking forward to that rematch and see if this year's Bengals could get their get back for what we did to them in '88. You hear me? We embarrassed the shit out of them in the '88 Super Bowl. But yeah, it's over 2 minutes now, so I can curse. So, but yeah. But now we finna get the Rams versus. Now we getting the Rams versus the Bengals. At this point, I don't have a dog in the fight. I haven't made a bet officially yet. I haven't placed one. But it's usually a game like this that could make for a life-changing bet. You hear me? Given where I am down on the scorecards and in the real world of life. Shit, it might just be... I don't know, man. I might be willing to take that risk, per se, because that's something I do know about. You know what I'm saying? So right now I don't have a favorite yet. I know I've been leaning towards the Bengals, but then I'm looking at the weapons the Rams have, obviously on the offensive end and defensive side of the ball. I don't know. Joe Burrow. That dude, man. What can you say about him? It's his first full season and a half starting. His first full season. He take you with the pieces with the pieces he got around him. He got enough pieces to get him this far to the Super Bowl. Of course, in his own talents, with the pieces around you could go places. And the Rams, they also have a starting quarterback who's making his first start in the Super Bowl, who's going to be making his first start in the Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford. The Rams got some players that I root for, individually, like Odell Beckham Jr., Matthew Stafford, Von Miller. It's a host of cats, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Ramsey. They got guys on that squad that, individually I root for. I'm just disappointed in the team that I'm just disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that my Niners didn't pull it off. Big Debo, You know, George Kittle, best tight end in football if you ask me. I just don't think Kyle did enough to, I don't care how much attention, certain receivers draw, like Brandon Ayuk's, like I said, the Deebo Samuels. I don't feel like you use Samuel enough. But again, this is all surface level understanding, like right now. That's why it's called Overreaction Monday for a reason. Like, I gotta go back and watch the tapes over the first half and stuff. But what the fuck? Nigga, you gotta be kidding me. Man, y'all don't want to see what I'm saying, but anyway. Dog, it's like this, bro. It's like this, bro. I do what I... Anyway, I was just flabbergasted by some shit I just seen. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Jimmy G, is he really that guy? My answer, I think he can be, I think he is a solution. I think he is a starting level quarterback in this league. But is he the wrong quarterback for the system Shanahan drew up? My answer to that would have to be yes. Again, it's Overreaction Monday. But that's where I'm at with it right now. My initial gut feeling after seeing these play calls and seeing Jimmy G, I blame Shanahan in the Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs because of his play calling. But comparing the last few plays, comparing some of those plays from the Super Bowl, those crucial plays, compared to these crucial plays that were called in the NFC Championship game Sunday night, I think the Super Bowl calls were better. The play calls were better. Now, maybe you could call me crazy. You could probably say I'm full of shit. It don't matter. But again, this is all surface level. This ain't me going full on analysis mode, you know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't zoomed in on everything. But one thing I do know, certain things I do know from the AFC Championship game, Tyreek Hill was 7 for 73, 7 catches for 73 yards, 7 for 73 in the first half, and got blanked in the second half. You hear me? The Chiefs was up 21-3. Like, how y'all got a $500 million quarterback? This is Andy. I would have said this is Andy Reid's fault. Andy Reid ain't getting that $500 million. That's Pat Mahomes' fault. That's Pat Mahomes' fault. Not all the way, but he gets some of that. He get a good chunk of that blame. There's plenty of good chunks of that blame to go around, and Pat Mahomes, I think, is one of them guys to blame. But him and Tyreek Hill, they could get blamed together. They play the game together, they could get blamed together. That's just what it is. No disrespect to those guys. They great players, they great talent. But that just go to show, when you game plan correctly, as much as you could around the threats that the other team got, it makes for a very interesting scenario late in games. And throughout that second half, I was at work. I was in and out of the game, just tuned in and out. But I did notice they was up 21-3, and the more time that passed while I was at work, the more I started to see that lead dwindle. They only scored one more touchdown down the stretch. If I'm correct, I might be off as hell, but like I said, But what can you say for the Bengals, that a team that played with nothing to lose? These be the biggest threats in the playoffs every time. A team with absolutely nothing to lose if they lose the game. If the Bengals would have lost, we wouldn't have been so objectively, we wouldn't have been so satisfied with the Chiefs by beating the Bengals. We would have said that's what you're supposed to do. But by them losing in the fashion that they lost, it wasn't like they was trading tit for tat, boom, 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 and then they lost by a field goal. No, they got smoked in the second half in overtime. They got smoked. Like, it was an entirely different game. Like, Tyreek Hill, donuts. No catches, no yards, no tugs, no nothing. Donuts. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen that happen to Tyreek Hill in any postseason. Like, now maybe, again, this is all surface level, like, reactions. Like, you tell me. Give me the stats. Give me the numbers. And I gladly do a part 2 with some more detailed analysis into all this. But that's just this what Overreaction Monday is. You know what I'm saying? Some Mondays you're gonna catch me going off. Some Mondays you're gonna catch me chill. It's unpredictable. Like, you know what I mean? Just because of a situation that may have unfolded the night before or anytime during the weekend, but it just so happened to be conference championship weekend, and oh yeah, this is leaving plenty of room for overreactions. You hear me? I don't know. I mean, between the Rams and Bengals, it's hard right now. I'm not gonna be picking who I think gonna win the Super Bowl. This ain't the because this is the day after the conference championship. So I'm not gonna be hasty enough to make that pick just yet, because there may be a chance I may place my bet. I'm gonna be tuned in to online, all over the internet, and a lot of betting apps. Now that betting is, from my understanding, illegal now in Louisiana. Bets are now alive in Louisiana in sports. So we'll just see how this unfolds for the time being. But I'm gonna definitely be checking online for the bets and stuff, and check on the numbers and see, get in touch with some of my folks and see what's happening with what as far as bets go. Because now that none of us have a dog in the fight, I'm not betting with my heart. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't care how many Louisiana bred players or players who attended a Louisiana school are in this game, in this Super Bowl matchup. I really don't care about that. I'm gonna really have to break this stuff down, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to the T. So I don't, be messed up with nothing. But yeah, that's my take. But for time, till part 2 or till next time, you hear me? This D Long way tuned in, hosting the Order TV. You know what I'm saying? Till next time.